Welcome to the Fantasy Football Endgame with your hosts, Pierre Camus and Chris Mangano.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. We are on to week 4 of the fantasy football season, and today I'm bringing you my top quarterback streamers who can help you win this week if you're hurting at quarterback or if you're nervous about your QB1's matchup. Now, before we get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification if you want to win and dominate your fantasy leagues. And who doesn't want to win or dominate their fantasy leagues, right? So let's jump right into it. Week 4, we saw the benching of Mitch Trubisky. We didn't see any major injuries. Week 3, we saw the benching of Mitch Trubisky. Didn't really see any major injuries, but we've seen some quarterbacks underperform, like Carson Wentz. Deshaun Watson hasn't really lived up to his top 5 billing. Drew Brees put up a decent outing, but man, he just dinked and dunked his way with Alvin Kamara, so not sure you want to trust that. So let's head into my top quarterback streaming options for week 4, who I think can help you win your league and are on your waiver wires. Now, my requirements for this is that the player is less than 50% owned, 50% owned on Yahoo leagues. I know every league's different. These guys may not all be on your waiver wire, but chances are they are, and they can help you win. And let's start with my number 1 streaming option at quarterback, and that's Ryan Fitzpatrick going against the Seahawks this week. Only 7% rostered in Yahoo leagues. Only Atlanta is giving up more points to quarterbacks than Seattle. So far this year, through 3 games, they've allowed 450 yards, 397 yards, and 472 yards. So 400 or more yards every single week this year. The Dolphins, I know on Thursday Night Football, he didn't have to throw much because the Dolphins were in control. That's not going to be the case this week against Seattle. They're going to be behind. They're going to have to throw the ball. This is going to be a shootout, at least on the Seahawks side, and the Dolphins aren't going to be able to just run the ball with Myles Gaskin if they're going to win. Fitzpatrick is going to need to throw often. He's going to need to throw a lot. We know he's a gunslinger. We know he has tremendous upside. I think 300 yards and 2 touchdowns is well within his range of outcomes. Huge ceiling here for Ryan Fitzpatrick this week if you're looking for a high upside QB1 streaming option. My second choice this week out in Cleveland, that's Baker Mayfield taking on the Dallas Cowboys. He's 43% rostered on Yahoo leagues. And, only Seattle and Atlanta are giving up more points to QBs than Dallas so far. So we're talking these are the 2 of the best quarterback matchups you can get. They've allowed 9 touchdowns over the last 2 games. And, we've seen Baker Mayfield not have to throw the ball a lot lately because Cleveland's been in some positive game script where they've been winning. That probably will not be the case this week against Dallas. Dallas, a much better team than Cleveland. I think Cleveland will be behind in this one, so Baker Mayfield will be asked to throw more than he has been. And while he hasn't really been putting up the yards, he does have 2 passing touchdowns in each of the last 2 games. No reason why he can't throw for another 2 touchdowns and throw for more yards than we've seen recently. So definitely like Baker Mayfield this week as a streaming option. And then my final streaming option this week out there in Las Vegas, that would be Derek Carr taking on the Buffalo Bills, 19% rostered on Yahoo leagues. Had a tough outing against New England, but that was to be expected. The Bills, even though we think, Bills, tough defense, they've allowed over 300 yards to each of the QBs they've played this year, not named Sam Darnold. And they've allowed 2 touchdowns in each of the last 2 games. I expect Derek Carr to bounce back in a big way this week against Buffalo. He's got 5 touchdowns over his last 2 games. I expect a good outing from Derek Carr. So there you go. If you're looking for QBs to stream this week off your waiver wire, my top 3 in order: Ryan Fitzpatrick against Seattle, Baker Mayfield against Dallas, and Derek Carr against Buffalo. I want to hear, though, from you in the comments below. Let me know if you have a tough decision at quarterback or if your quarterback has been underperforming. Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's get you the help you need. And if you have other streaming suggestions that you're thinking about, again, comment below and we'll help you out with that. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, do that now. Click that subscribe button, click that like button, click that bell notification if you want to win and dominate your fantasy leagues. I appreciate it, guys. Let me know how it goes with your streaming options this week, and I'll talk to you next time.